rejoice, for we are young and free. We've golden soil and wealth fertile. Our home is God by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty rich and rare. In history's page, let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strains, then let us sing, advance Australia fair.
Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Hope you're all safe and well. Here we have an Australian Defence Force combat ration 1 man. Now, in other words, it's known as a CR1M. Combat Ration 1 man. Now this was packed in 2015-2016, and in fact the date here, it says packed on the 9th of the 2nd 16. So that's the 9th of February 2016. It's now the 30th of January 2023. So apart from 9 days into February, we're looking at a 7-year-old ration. Now I've got rations that are much older than this. Some are double this age. While I took delivery of some fresh rations and was putting those in my storage area and taking out some of the older ones, I did notice this one has had a burst somewhere. That's why I've decided, I wouldn't normally do it at this age, but I've decided to open this one. It's going to be messy, nothing I can do about that, I'm afraid. Let's get it open. Look at the package first. It does have a caution for food allergies on the front. Not for private resale to the public. Since when have I been public? And this is menu D. Let's get it opened. And then we'll take a good look at it. There we are. Right. I wasn't recording. All three of those are products of New Zealand. We've then got some mixed fruit bars. I've wiped these down because they were a bit sticky. Not from these, but from whatever's leaked in there. These are 20-gram bars, and these are product of New Zealand as well. And they're mixed fruit. We have a tube of sweetened condensed milk. Absolutely love this stuff. No leak on that, which is good, and this is a product off Australia. Let's put it down this side. Okay, now this might be what's leaking. I'm not 100% sure. I need to wipe it all down because it's very messy. So this is fruit. This is diced pear. Now I had a trouble with the last ration I opened, because that mixed cocktail had leaked. This doesn't look brilliant, although I think it's got a lot of gas in there because it's rock solid. But we'll have to see. It's got stamping on the bottom, but I don't know what it says. So it's very sticky. We'll just put that over there. Right, next up we've got, I think it's Bega processed cheese, cheddar. Now I love this stuff. I haven't had this particular brand, but back in the day the British rations always used to have a can, it was larger than this, of processed cheese, and I loved it. It's like rubber. What's this got on it? Best before 8th of the 6th 2017. These are all sticky. This is sticky on the back. Pack of M&Ms, if I could say the words or the letters. Packet of Worthy's Originals. These are advertised as sweets for your granddad. Oh dear. Right, let's be very careful how we proceed here. A tube of yeast extract. This will be Vegemite, or back in England, here in England, we call it Marmite. Date on this is 5th of the 10th, 15. That's when it was packed. This is from New Zealand, a product of New Zealand. Perfectly alright. This is strawberry jam. This is 26 grams of strawberry jam. This is 2015 as well, 30th of the 9th, 2015. It just says there, sugar, strawberry, water, pectin, sodium citrate, citric acid. Yeah, and this is from New Zealand as well. A lot of this so far has been from New Zealand, but there again, New Zealand, Australia, they're pretty close to each other, aren't they? Oh man, chocolate ration. This thing's gone crazy. It's all soft at this end. It's bloated. These do not handle time well, these things. And this is an Australian product. And that's going to be absolutely rotten. We have a cereal bar, a blueberry and apple cereal bar. This is a product of New Zealand. It feels okay, but it's got some stuff leaked onto it. This is a 50-gram bar. Yep, they are. It's packed in 2015. Sports drink, wild berry. You see it's got stuff over it. Let me just wipe it down. There we are. Now this is a product of New Zealand as well. Even though it had some sticky stuff on the packet, it's still very much a powder. I can feel it in there, so that's going to be fine. Wild berry sports drink. Half a litre. Yeah, this has got a lot on it. Let me clean it up. Oh, this is a creamy mushroom soup. It makes 250 millilitres of soup. This is an Australian product. And again, even though this packet had that sticky substance, I'm still not 100% sure where it's leaking from. It's still very much a powder in this packet, so it's protected it well. Everything I'm taking out now is the bottom of the bag is covered in this goo. Got no aroma. I'm pretty sure it's that pear can has leaked somehow. Okay, we've got a chocolate drink. This makes another 250 millilitres of a hot drink, and this is made in Auckland. Same packing date, 2015. Different months, but 2015. Okay, what have we got here? Oh, this is quite bad because it's got goo all over it. This is interesting. These are Doodles, which are crushed to pieces. Again, the packet was at the bottom, so it had a lot of goo on it. This was packaged in Auckland, but it's actually a product of Indonesia. Oh God, it's a mess in here. Let's get this out. Okay, we have a natural muesli, fruit and seeds, 90 grams. This is also a product of New Zealand. It says it can be added to water, non-dairy creamer, but it doesn't actually say how much. I suppose it's to each individual's taste. I should have taken this out right at the beginning. It's amazing, but the actual instruction sheet, if you like, or the content sheet, the info to user sheet, call it what you will, it feels moist, but it's actually unspoilt. It's really quite good. It's a big sheet. And in here we've got the different menus. Australian Defence Force Combat Ration 1 man. And we've got menu D. Additional items common to all menus. Well, we'll go through that in a minute. And this is printed 2015. That's quite a nice sheet to keep, actually. Yeah, that's quite a nice sheet to keep. We'll keep that one. Right, let's get the mains out. Alright, this is beef and pasta. Preserved Foods of New Zealand made this. And on the back here you can see it says beef and pasta. It's still got this sticky stuff on it, and it is sticky. It's got to be from the pears. Yeah, it's got to be from the pears. Nice gusset bag, this one, so you can stand it up. He says instantly putting it down. Okay, we've got a little tub of matches. We've got some red tips and some pink tips. The pink tips are wind resistant. It feels really cheap, actually. That does feel cheap and nasty, but there you go. What else have we got here? We've got a scouring pad covered in goo. The pad itself isn't, thank goodness, because the package has protected it. And we've got a spoon that is, oh, it's caked. It's caked. I like this. This is really cool. It's quite sturdy. I mean, it would break if you force it enough, but that's a nice spoon. I like that. Right, what have we got? We've got another main dish here, covered in goo. I don't know if you can see that. Let me show you what I'm dealing with here. You can see all that stuff down here. The thing is, it's still very liquidy, so it might have only just started to leak. But it's definitely, I'm convinced, there's nothing else leaking here. It's got to be that diced pears in syrup. It's the syrup coming out somewhere. This is very sticky. This is lamb korma. This is from Preserved Foods in New Zealand as well. Jack Link's branded peppered steak bar. Vacuum sealed. It says best before October 2015. No, 2018. But it's going to be absolutely fine. Right, so that's empty, but you can see all the gunk in the bottom. And in the bottom here, there is a zip-locked bag, but I'm not going to bother with that. It's just awful. That is going to go away. Right, let's see what we've got here. This is, again, this is a good example. This has got drinks and coffee and salt and other stuff in it, and it's not affected because it's a sealed bag. So we're going to take this out of here, tip it out and throw this bag away immediately. Right, so that bag's been thrown away. Right, let's move this over here, see what we've got. Well, we've got some rubber bands. Suppose they'll come in handy for something. I've got a 1010 piece of paper. I've no idea what that's about. Sugar, I'm sure we've got more than one of those. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what it looks like. We have 4 7-gram bags of white sugar. Put those up there. And we have 1, 2. Yep. 2 bags of tea. Something I must say, I like this look in military rations. I don't like it when they have a branded product that you can go out into the shops and buy. I like it when there's a product that doesn't say anything about it really. It just has a better feel for me as being a military ration. These all feel good, by the way, so did the sugar. Instant coffee 1, instant coffee 2, and I think that's what we've got there. So we've got 2 teas, 2 instant coffees, 4 sugars. We've got a Fred. These are called Freds. Field ration eating device, I think it's called. It's for opening cans over there, and it's also, I believe it's got this little scoop thing here, although I'm not sure that that's not for holding it when you're opening stuff. But it's called a Fred. Right, we have sugar-free gum, peppermint flavour, 4 pieces, 1 bag. And we have sugar-free gum, peppermint flavour, 4 pieces, the 2nd bag. These have a date, by the way, of 2015. The coffee has a date of 2015. The tea has a date of 2015, and no doubt so would the sugar. So there are the gums. We have some black pepper, which has a date of 2015. Product of New Zealand, which is the most ridiculous thing I've seen. How can black pepper go off, particularly in a sealed bag? So there's some black pepper there. We've got some salt, some fine salt, 2 grams of that as well. A product of New Zealand, and there's no date for the salt to go off. We have a thin sachet of tomato ketchup that was packed in 2015 at $12.56. Product of New Zealand. This is all New Zealand, by the way. And then we have a tiny little thing of Tabasco sauce. It's approximately half a tablespoon. This is packed in Japan, and it's best before, it says the left side, best before the 13th of the 7th, 2017. But again, it's going to be absolutely fine. And another little 101 ticket. I guess this might be the packer number. And there we have it. There we have the contents of the CR1M menu D. Right, so I'm going to sort out 3 meals from that. Breakfast, lunch and dinner. So thanks for watching. Stay safe, stay well. Please come and join me for breakfast. Cheers.